And Dean, we're making crab cakes?
We are making crab cakes.
Well, you are, I'm watching.
Yeah, but, you know, but this is something that you could definitely do, Lorraine.
Sure.
This is so, so simple. As soon as I mention crab, people go into a blind panic, you know,
Yeah.
they think, oh, you know, I'm not going to go and get a crab. They're a bit scary. Do you know what? You can get some fantastic crab in your local supermarkets these days. You know, just check out in this bowl here. This is some lump crab meat. And, you know, it's not too expensive either.
Right.
So,
and tinned crabs all right?
Tinned crabs, you know, if that's what you can get, that's,
sure.
you know, go for it. You know what I mean? It's tasty. And it's one of my earliest memories of, you know, being young down in Cornwall eating crab. You know, it's fantastic.
It's gorgeous.
But we're going to add, you know, some great flavour to this and just make it really, really accessible. To bulk it out a little bit, to make it less expensive.
Yes.
We're using some potatoes, OK?
Sure.
So these are just a nice flour potato. So use something like a King Edward or Mars Piper. We're also going to introduce flavours to this as well. So I've got a little bit of spring onion going in. Now I've got some coriander here. Now, if you don't like that kind of coriander perfumy taste, you know, you can use some parsley, or you can, you know, leave it out. But you know, this is the flavours that I really, really like in this. To help bind it all, I've got an egg yolk.
Right.
So that goes in. Now just give that a little bit of a stir. Just make sure, you know, everything's kind of nice and combined. Along with a pinch of salt and pepper. Now, I'm leaving out the crab because at the moment I don't want it to kind of mess up that texture. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to kind of go really, really mushy. You like it to have kind of a nice light feel to it.
Right.
So at this point, then the crab meat goes in. And then just be really, really nice and gentle with it. You know, just kind of bring it together. Now, what I like to do is, at this point, just knock it down a little bit, and then you can divide it with your hand, which just sounds a little bit strange, but, you know, this will give you a nice kind of even portion size.
Yeah, you don't want a big fat one and then a wee thin one.
No, exactly. You don't want anyone to feel left out, Lorraine.
And didn't they all cook at the different times?
Now, what you can do at this stage, you can either make nice, large cakes like this, or you can make slightly smaller cakes, you know, make them go a little bit further. Sure. But what you need to do at this point is pop them on a plate and let them chill in the fridge for 20 minutes.
Oh, right, OK.
That helps them set up and they won't break up. Now, at this point, you could just pop it straight into the pan. Right. But I like to add another texture to mine, and I like to breadcrumb.
Oh, that's a good idea, nice and crunchy.
We've got a little bit of flour, so tap off all the excess.
Right.
Into your egg.
Sure.
Making sure it's really, really nicely covered. And then into your breadcrumbs.
Brilliant.
OK? So that goes in. Now, if you wanted an extra crispy coating, you could repeat the process again, back into the egg, you know, back into the crumbs. Right? But that is just absolutely amazing.
Gorgeous.
So into a pan.
Yeah.
Over a low to medium heat. OK? And because everything in there is already cooked, all you're doing really is just warming everything through.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you want, like I said, a nice low to medium heat there.
Right.
2 to 3 minutes each side, OK?
That's all. That's good.
Don't go knocking it around. Just let it in there.
just
kind of to form that really, really nice crust. OK. Now I went to Florida recently, and it was just amazing. And I went to an amazing crab shack. You know, they served all sorts. You know, you can have the great big snow crabs and. Do you know what? I had a crab burger and it was absolutely unreal.
Was it really good?
It was amazing. So that's what I'm doing for you. This is almost a bonus, Lorraine, because this is 2 kind of recipes in one. You can either have the crab cakes with a nice salad.
Right.
I'm actually using some lovely brioche rolls here, which are just toasted off on a griddle pan. That with a nice bit of salad inside.
Amazing.
Absolutely perfect. Right. So let's just keep an eye on these because the breadcrumbs you don't want them to burn. OK. So just be really careful. Use your sense of smell just to see whether you know. I always do that, you know.
Well, you've got to.
Right, but in the meantime, I'm going to make you an amazing wasabi mayonnaise. Now, have you come across wasabi before?
Yes, by accident when I was having some sushi and it was a wee blob of it.
Exactly. Well, that's what everyone will know it from, you know, the little sushi packs. Right, don't do what my mate did and think it's a mushy pea on your plate.
Oh, geez.
And put the lot in. Basically, it's like a Japanese horseradish.
Yes.
OK, you know, it's got that kind of heat that gets up your nose, but it's fantastic. Now, I'm going to pop in probably about a pea-sized amount just to start with. OK. And, you know, I can always, you know, the way that I look at recipes, Lorraine, is you don't always be totally literal with it. Right. OK? You know, just have a little go, have a little taste. Yeah. So we've got some lime zest, lime juice in there, and also some spring onion. And do you know what? This is just going to add another dimension to this. It's absolutely unreal. And have a little taste. If you need a little bit more wasabi. Sure. Just go for it.
Sounds great.
OK, I'm just going to turn these over. These are going to be really, really nice and golden now.
Oh, that looks amazing. Look at that.
And, Lorraine, this is an absolute winning recipe.